Welcome to ModGolf Live. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I know hopefully everybody is not working, relaxing at the end of a long weekend here. It's kind of the official end of summer, but technically, I guess calendar-wise, it still goes on for another 3 weeks. So we got lots of great golf weather left here to play wherever you are, whether you're in North America, whether you're in Vancouver, like myself, on the West Coast in Canada, wherever you are. Still morning time. I've just had my coffee here in Vancouver, whether it's lunchtime on the East Coast, or we have people joining us from all around the world here, which excites me that this keeps growing and growing here with ModGolf Live. So today I'm excited for this one. I have a guest, a new friend, someone I've just met a little while ago, met her in person the first time because she also lives in Greater Vancouver here. And that is Germa Motoban. And Germa is the founder of Eve's Golf and Wellness Club. And we're going to get into that, what she's doing as a new entrepreneur, as a new golfer. I just love the story. And we spent some time together on the weekend meeting each other over golf because, hey, why not do it over golf? Because golf is that connector. One of the many reasons I love golf, no matter if you're an elite level player, an average player like myself, or a new player like Germa. It's open for everyone. Okay, as we get started here, first thing I want to mention here is this is a live and interactive show here. And if you've joined us, whenever that is in the show, I just want to put out here in chat here on YouTube on the ModGolf channel. As you can see, I introduced myself here. Love to know where you're joining us from, wherever you are in the world. That would be great. And as I mentioned, Germa is our guest today here. And once again, don't be shy. If you got a question, type it in chat. I will give you some of that 15 minutes of fame that we all deserve, that we all have out there in the universe, and we will ask that question because we want to make it fun. We want to make it interactive here for the show. So as we get started here, one thing I did want to mention before we get going here is had the great pleasure of having our good friends at Golf Genius Software be a sponsor of ModGolf and ModGolf Live since 2019. Yeah, 6 years. They've been a great partner. And if you don't know Golf Genius, if you're a golf course owner or operator, hey, Golf Genius powers tournament management at over 10,000 private clubs, public courses, resorts, golf associations, and tours in over 60 countries. So if you're a golf professional or course operator who wants to save time, deliver exceptional golfer experiences, and generate more revenue, who doesn't like to make a little more money? For the bottom line, check them out online at golfgenius.com. All right. Thank you, Golf Genius. And as I do, it is Monday morning here, Labor Day. It is a holiday Monday, but I usually do my Monday morning musings here. The things the last week or since we did the last show, which was 2 weeks ago, what I've seen, whether it's in golf, whether it's in life. And I got to stick to this theme. One thing I've been doing now for over a month now. So we're in day 35 and on Instagram and also on YouTube with shorts and reels. Life is, it's pretty heavy. There's lots of stuff going on in the world that we can't control. So I just created this positivity project. Sometimes it has to do with golf. Sometimes it has nothing to do with golf. And I'm up to day 35 of the the positivity project. And actually yesterday I did one with Germa and to kick us off on the show here. So yeah, I just put things out there that make me smile. Could be something as small as, seeing an awesome, cute dog or a cat or a beautiful cup of coffee and a latte with a heart on it, whatever that is, or something big. So yeah, that's one thing we've been doing here. That's my Monday morning musings here to keep things positive. And yeah, whether it's through golf or whether it's just through life. So I'd love to hear what made you smile today. Hey, in that one, once again, interactive. Why don't you put that in chat? I'll pull that up. Let me know what's made you smile today. Be part of that positivity project that we have going on. Okay, enough about me. Now it's time for the main act. And I will bring her up right now. And there she is. Germa, welcome to ModGolf Live.
Hi, thank you, Colin, for having me.
You are welcome. So nice to see you again, and so nice to spend some time with you on Saturday out at Northview Golf Course where we met. We didn't know what we were going to do. We were looking to, let's maybe play a bit of golf, maybe just go to the driving range. And they are a public course, but they've locked it down a little bit. No criticism of Northview, but then it's like we couldn't hit balls. We couldn't get a tee time. It's like, what we're going to do? And then something magical happened that we're going to talk about in a minute, that power of community through golf and kindness. But let's start with you, Germa. So, founder of Eve's Golf and Wellness Club with an event coming up this Friday, September 5th. So, why don't you tell us what's going on here? First, with Eve's Golf and Wellness Club. Give us an overview of what's going on and what you've created here with your partner.
Yeah, for sure. So, Eve Golf and Wellness Club is something that I created with my good friend Erin, and we are mainly focusing on making sure that more women, especially more colored women, are being seen on the golf course. Because majority of the time, we think of it as a sport that is not meant for us. For example, when I was taking a golf lesson last year back in Victoria, I was the only Black woman that was taking lessons. It was mostly with older, either Caucasian or Asian women taking the classes.
Right.
Because that's more prone, I guess you could say, or more, they are more seen into that space. And that to me was something that was lacking in my own community. And I wanted to change that, which was one of the few things that I discussed with my friends, and they were on board with it, and that's how the whole club started. Yes.
Love this. Love this. And you combine golf with wellness,
Yeah.
breath work,
Hmm.
yoga, and a lot of fun.
Yes.
So this is your side hustle. You have a full-time job. So what I love this yourself as an entrepreneur with what you're doing here, because one thing, you're new to golf. You've only been playing golf for what, 6 months or so? Is that correct? Not just started this year, did you not?
Yeah, so I actually did my first 9 hole this year a couple months ago. And that was after just going to the driving range here and there on and off. And it hasn't been something that I've been playing consistently, but that's something that I fell in love with because golf has become a sport that got me out of the rut that I was in last year.
Mm,
And yes, as you mentioned, I combined that with meditation, breath work, yoga, Reiki, because as I said, I have a full-time job. I'm a registered nurse, and I also became recently a holistic nurse coach and consultant. So that's why I wanted to combine the two things that changed my life and made sense in the current life that I'm living in right now together and bring something more positive out of it. Yeah.
love that. Love that. And such a great insight there for entrepreneurs, founders, people that are considering they've got an idea and they think there's a business or a venture or an experience that they can create. You're harnessing the things that you love and also the experience you have, as you said, as a holistic nurse, and that background with breath work, and then your love for yoga also in sport. You mentioned that you played badminton quite competitively too, so you're in other sports also. So I want to bring this back to golf now, tying this into entrepreneurship. I asked this question on the ModGolf podcast to most of my guests over the last 8 years, and that is that power of invitation. Who invited you, or I believe you may have even said that you just decided yourself, I want to play golf, which is very unusual, especially for women. Usually, they need to be invited first to feel welcome because golf is hard and golf is very intimidating. So, share your first experience that you had in golf.
So initially, I used to go to the mini pod area. So the first time I ever did anything golf related was 2019. That was during COVID ish. Um, Mini pot, and then I will go by myself to the driving range. And last year, I was looking for an activity to do as I was doing travel nursing in Victoria, and I was speaking to some of my coworkers about trying a new sport, and golf was the first one that popped up my mind. And I contacted an instructor, went to my first classes. I realized that I could actually hit a ball. So, and I kept going and going, and then I just fell in love with it. Yeah.
I love that. Love that. As I said, it's an interactive show. We've got a few people that have joined this. I see you with Aaron putting it out there. Couldn't put it better in 2 words myself. Representation matters. but we're going to tie that in. It's a nice segue to what you're creating, your first event on Friday. And I know you've put this together very quickly with your partner, and which can be very stressful, and putting all the details and the partnerships together. So why don't you share with us what is going on Friday? Because now you've just mentioned you've got a location here in Greater Vancouver. For people that are joining us from outside of Vancouver, you're in Surrey, which is about a 45-minute drive from where I am in downtown Vancouver. So some
Mhm.
beautiful places and great golf courses. So why don't you share with us why you decided to create this event, and then tell us what's going on Friday and how people can, because it's not just open for women, you're inviting families, young people, anybody can join in for the fun and the experience. So why don't you tell us what you are creating with this event on Friday?
Yeah, so this event initially came to mind as I was teaching. I currently teach at a college for future care aides in nursing. And I usually share with my students about my weekend, what I do, which is mainly golfing. And they were very excited to learn more about golfing. So I actually initially put this event in place for them to come and learn and participate. I have 18 students. None of them have ever played golf, and they are mainly from either Africa, Philippines, India as well. So I thought it would be a fun way to have more team building, get to know each other a little bit more, and yeah, and then I decided to open it to the whole public because I live in a community, and Eve's Golf and Wellness Club is about building community and getting to know each other more. And therefore, it made more sense to open it up to families with children, to the youth, to anyone that is interested into trying golf for the first time, because we are a club from beginners to beginners. So it made more sense to have more beginners into the event so we can all try it together and see if we like it or not. Because you will never know if something is good for you until you actually give it a try. And
I
for me, that's the thing with golf. Yeah.
love that. Love that. And pull up here. So here, I know this was part of your a package you put together a couple of months ago, so it's really filled in even more. But here, of course, you put in, you didn't actually have a venue yet, but now you do. You actually are at, I believe it's called Birdies and Buckets Golf, which is a par three pitch and putt
Yes.
course that you're going to be playing at, which is such a great way to start people off in golf. I do the same. I just up here in Vancouver, I play pitch and putt quite a bit. Invite friends that have never played before. I bring the clubs. I bring some balls. So show them a grip, and then just get out of the way, and we have some fun.
Mhm.
So tell us about the partnership you have with Birdies and Buckets Golf. It sounds like that's a great fit for you.
Yes, the owner, she is amazing. We had a few conversations over the phone, and again, the location is a very family centered community. It's been here for years. And it also made sense again because it is in the community. We are doing a community event. And a part three, as you mentioned, is a better fit than doing a full golf course with individuals that have never tried it before, that have never used a club or hit a ball before. And yeah. So with this partnership, it will be we'll have access to the driving range. We'll also have access to their meeting room where we'll be having a short art therapy for any children that will be participating in that event. With Sylvester, it will be our art therapist there, and we'll also have a short tournament, a par three tournament where whoever wants to participate will be able to. And then the prize will be they will have a free tea time on us whenever they desire to go and try to hit the golf course by themselves.
Fun,
Yeah.
fun. I'll just put this up now. We will put up your contact information a little bit later at the end of the show. So if people want to connect and sign up, I'm assuming there's still a little bit of room if people want to sign up and join.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Love this. Love this. I want to switch gears a little bit here. And this is part of the experience that you and I had when we met for the first time just 2 days ago on Saturday. As I mentioned, we're at Northview Golf Course. We show up with our clubs, and then it's like, we can't play. There's no tee times. Can't even go to the range because apparently it's so full there that they only allow people that are going to play hit balls. So it's like, what are we going to do? And then this wonderful woman walked up. And she then offered us first a place on her, and she's a LPGA teaching professional. And she graciously offered us a spot down at the end where her 2 spots were that she pays for teaching lessons, just to hit some balls and practice, which we did. And you were struggling a little bit. You haven't swung a club in a month, and I know you haven't played that much. You're new to the game. So you're getting really frustrated. Everything's going off to the right. You're making great contact. But then Linda comes back, and well, let's talk about this experience here. So yeah. So tell me about your experience with Linda. And this was kind of magical. What then happened for the next 45 minutes or so?
Yes, as you said, I absolutely was getting frustrated. Every time I saw the ball going to the right, I was like, oh, okay, here we go again. But Linda, she was amazing. Um, I had previously had a conversation with her a couple months prior because I was looking for instructor, not just for myself, but for members in our club as well too. And I just thought she was an amazing human being that knows the game in and out, that has many years as a professional golfer. And in that short free session that she gave me, I actually managed to hit the ball to the left, and it was going straight, and that made me happy. And I'm even considering to have her as my own personal coach right now.
I love this. Love this. Here, I got a couple more pictures here because I was off in the background here watching you two. So she's showing you, she put a stick. You can kind of see this like right in the middle where your hands are. She's showing you, where your hands should be after you make impact. And you're also off to the right here. We've got this yellow, I think they call these like an impact bag. So kind of teaching you that feeling. And what I loved about it, obviously Linda has years and years of experience. She kept it nice and simple and one thing at a time. And yeah, and didn't have you doing a full swing, just a little swing. What did you do about like every single time afterwards? You weren't hitting it right after that. You were hitting it with a nice little draw. And that was pretty amazing what you were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I kept thinking of what she said about the thought process. As you ask yourself, what will my next thought be? Because your mind goes blank, right?
Yes.
Not really over processing things. You're just being in the moment and actually focusing on the ball and on the technique that she's teaching you. So to me, that was way easier. And yeah, so just being focused in the moment and actually put it in the teaching that she taught me was actually what helped at that moment.
Yeah. She was wonderful. Eric, you can see a little bit there. So yes, Linda Jervis there. Got to give Linda a little bit of a shout out there, even though she was being very humble and also saying, no, you don't have to say anything. Because she was giving away a free lesson. I don't think she wanted maybe word to get out that you were getting a free lesson, and she spent as much time as she needed with you there to make sure you were hitting the ball straight. Because certainly me as a very average golfer, I was giving you some tips, but I'm even getting a little bit worried as like I may be doing more harm than good. But she straightened you out within a few minutes, which was absolutely amazing. Hey, we got a couple more comments here with people. We got I see we got our good friend Lightning Mini Golf, who he does some great fun videos. He builds neighborhood golf courses basically on suburban streets near sidewalks in his hometown in Colorado, and just does it for free. He's amazing. And I think he was connected with you because you said your first experience was with mini golf. So yeah, I guess he wants to know, how's your short game?
Well, it's getting there. I'm still working on that.
And it
Yes.
is a work in progress and one step at a time. And that's the thing with golf. I know golf for a lot of people, it can be very frustrating, just like you were frustrated there at the beginning. And I was hitting balls and I was getting, well, I wouldn't say I was getting frustrated, but I guess I was a little bit, but then we just had to pause and we talked about breath work and that you talked about that mindfulness piece also with what you do and that holistic nurse practice that you have and bringing that more to golf. And I was talking to you about that little, with me doing hot yoga for years and myself not having what's called a pre-shot routine. And that always being a problem and just controlling my breath and slowing it down before I was hitting a ball. And then when I did it, I had a much better result. And then the
Yeah.
times we're talking, I wasn't focused. And then of course I was hitting my usual slice and it's going way right and spinning off there. So I think really that everything that you bring from that mindfulness piece is only going to help you in your golf game. And also all the people that you're bringing together, starting with Friday, is going to be wonderful. It's going to be so good.
Yes, yes, yes. The goal again is to have a more community centered um, golf, a more golf centered community environment, and also just to have fun, right? It's all about learning and having fun together and just getting to know each other. So I cannot wait for it to happen.
I love this building community. I'm hoping I have time. I can't promise right now, but and you have space left, I would love to join you on Friday. I'll circle back with you afterwards to see how my schedule is looking for Friday, but I would love the opportunity to see you again and have some fun and we can also cover it, shoot a little video. Here we
Sounds
go. Hey, we
great.
got another comment here back with Aaron. So obviously Aaron, is that your business partner?
She is,
I
yeah.
thought that was the same Aaron, the Aaron effect. So shout out to Sylvester. So tell us what's going on with the art therapy.
Yeah, so Sylvester is a certified art therapist. He has a lot of beautiful paintings that he does himself. So the goal is to make sure that the childrens are having fun, and it's a very, again, it'll be a very mindful experience, where we have soft light, soft music playing, and also giving the parents a break while they are actually learning about golfing themselves, while the kids, they know that their children are secure and having fun at the same time. So it's like hitting two birds with one stone.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Hey, as we finish up here, yourself as a new entrepreneur and putting this event together, it must feel overwhelming sometimes. I don't know. I know myself, I've been an entrepreneur for 12, 13 years now. And sometimes, and I still wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes is like, why am I doing this? This is the dumbest idea ever. Or why am I spending my time doing this? And then you settle down. It's like, no, take a breath. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. This is purpose driven and what I'm built to do. So for people out there that are considering entrepreneurship or a venture, whether it's a product, whether it's an experience, uh, can you maybe share with your journey the last couple of months of putting this together, what you consider some of the strengths that you've had to fall back on, or some of the things that you've learned, some that have worked and some that haven't worked, that have helped move you forward to put this event together that's happening on Friday?
I will say at the beginning, it will be frustrating. It will absolutely be frustrating. Um, but again, you have to think about what is the end goal that you're looking for, right? What is the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing? And that's something that I have to remind myself every day of. And thank goodness I have a partner that is working with me as well too, which whenever I don't feel like doing something, it falls back on her. She picks it up, she helps. And it's the same vice versa as well. So we keep each other accountable and we help each other grow as well. Some of the things that we used to do when we do feel overwhelmed, we meditate together. So,
Nice.
so that's something that we do. And for anyone that is looking to get into entrepreneurship, is just to know that it's not going to be an easy road. I don't try to sugarcoat things. And it's the same thing with me teaching nursing as well. I do not sugarcoat with my students. Um, it is going to be hard. However, what is your end goal? Because for me, that was a no brainer. It was I do it or I don't, and I know what I want out of it, and this is what's going to happen. There was no plan B. This is my plan A, and that's it. So I don't make plan Bs for what I do. It's like it's work. I'm doing it because I want it to work, and it has no option not to work. So that's what you have to keep in your mind. You shouldn't have any plan B, plan C. Is that this is my plan A. The goal is for it to work, and it will work. So yeah.
Wow. So you provided three great nuggets there, insights. The last one you talked about is to be hyper focused. That's part of that mindfulness piece. I know
Mhm.
I've struggled with that in the past of having too many balls in the air, spinning too many plates, thinking, oh, I'm moving all these things up together at the same time. And, there's only so much capacity, right? You need to be laser focused so that laser can cut through steel rather than, spread it out and barely warm anything up. So
Yeah.
there's that piece too. And that perseverance you talked about and being focused with that. And the other one also is partnerships that you mentioned there too. Don't go it alone. We all have superpowers. You have many, but we're not great at everything. And we need to have other people complement what we're doing and empower them and give them the opportunity to make a good thing great.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So I absolutely love that. So hey, as we finish up here, Germa, I'm going to put up, so there again is your website. So once again, why don't we do the call to action here? If people now are interested, they're watching, whether it's live or they're watching this the next couple of days on the ModGolf YouTube channel and live in Greater Vancouver, is like, hey, myself or my family and all of us who want to come. So tell us how they can register for your event on Friday.
Yeah, so the event will be from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. again at the Birdies Golf Family Centered Club. And to register, there's the link on my Instagram bio or my personal bio. So Eves_golf is our official Instagram um, link. So the event link is on that Instagram page as well as my personal page, RN_travels too. I used to be a travel nurse, so tied together. Um, so yeah, and anyone that wants to reach out, you are welcome to reach out to me via my DM or through the website itself as well too. It goes directly to my mailbox. So I'm very quick with my responses and I can send the link directly to you as well too.
There we go. So there is your email. I will then add down below in the description everything that Germa just mentioned there. So it's nice and easy to contact Germa, and also nice and easy to sign up for the event. Oh, I see. I see. We still have Aaron. Aaron's been with us the whole time. This is amazing. We have other people that's kind of come and gone with us today, and I want to thank everybody for joining us here live. It just makes the show so much richer and more fun. The fact that you're putting your questions out there. So she's out there absolutely. Well, 200% apparently. You got a double 100 there. There we go. And Aaron could not agree with you more to see more women on the golf course. With ModGolf over the years, I've done my best as my part to showcase and give a platform to amazing women like Germa to tell their story and do my little bit to kind of set the stage and then get out of the way the best I can. So yes, and one thing I've learned talking to amazing women in the golf industry is the economics of this. The growth for golf is in women. It is the multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And it's there, not just in golf for playing for tee times, but with apparel, as far as everything else that kind of spills out from there economically. And yeah, it's exciting. Like the growth in the game is, well, to put it bluntly, not middle-aged white guys anymore. And that's the beauty of the game. And what gets me excited about that it is becoming younger, it's becoming more diverse, and it's becoming more fun. And you are the embodiment of this with Eves Golf and Wellness Club. Love what you're doing.
Well, thank you very much, Colin, and thank you for this opportunity to be in here on your podcast. I really do appreciate it. Yes.
It is absolutely my pleasure. So, hey, as we wrap up here, as you can see on the bottom here, it's been scrolling there. My little ask here, if you enjoy these conversations that I have with awesome entrepreneurs in the golf space, like Germa, why don't you show us a little bit of love here? Doesn't cost you anything. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel and maybe give us a thumbs up. Even leave a comment, just like Aaron's done. Aaron's been amazing today. Thank you, Aaron. Hopefully, I'll meet you on Friday. If I have the chance to come on out, I'm sure Aaron will be there as your partner. So, so with that, why don't we just finish up there? So, Germa, best of luck. I'm sure you've got lots of work to do between now and Friday, but it looks like you're staying very calm. Guess you're doing those breathing exercises because you're way more calm than I would be. I'd be more stressed. So that's a testament to your ability to do that breath work.
I'm stressed inside. I just don't show it.
Okay, I have many things to learn from you, so I can't wait to get together with you again. So hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us on ModGolf Live here. Thank you for Lightning Mini Golf. Appreciate you, brother. And Aaron, thank you for being our second star of the show here. Do appreciate that. All right, we'll finish up there. Germa, enjoy the rest of your Labor Day here, and I look forward to talking to you very soon.
Sounds great. Thank you again, Colin.
All right, bye for now.
Bye-bye.